flesh and blood doesn't make you related. She used to tell me a story about the amazing glaze. Him and your pops was like brothers, but that nigga was crazy.
Fall off.
You and Spike Lee, what's the issue between both of y'all? And how you feel about his new movie with Denzel that came out?
I am not going to comment about Spike Lee. I said what I said, and I stand by what I said. Go read about it. And a lot of y'all don't have the facts. But if you go research and ask some actors the kind of business that he did, you'll be able to make a determination for yourself. I think him and Denzel working together are amazing. It's certain things that African-American producers do or white producers do that I'm never going to agree with. And I got a lot of flack for it. I don't dislike Spike Lee. I dislike some of his business practices. And people can think about me with one guy called in and say, you old C-list ass actor talking about Spike. The problem is people talk a lot of stuff and don't do their research. I do my research. And I'm never going to accept a black man doing to us what the man has been doing for the last 70,000 years. And so go do your research. Listen to what Charles Dutton said. He said Clifton Powell wasn't wrong. He knows. And so all I'll say is go read what I said and I stand by it. And I never threatened him, but I don't appreciate how he did business with us back in the day. Not me, but my friends, because I've never worked with him. But just do your research. Black folks, do your research before you comment and condemn.
Hey, good day, everybody. Listen, man, let's get straight to it, man. Clifton Powell blasts Spike Lee for alleged shady business practice. I'm not saying that he's right. I'm not saying that he's wrong. But a lot of times people feel right now was, guess what? Hey, that just because you're the same race, that they're going to treat you better than the opposite. The opposite race going to, no. Just because, you know what, we are black or we are white or we are Oriental or whatever, or we Hispanic, you know, we're going to stick together and we're going to work together. Nah, that's not always the case. So only thing what that man is saying is this, man, he's speaking his truth. So here we go. Clifton Powell blasts Spike Lee for alleged shady business practice. I do my research, Powell say, of Lee's supposed exploitation. Clifton Powell had once again spoke candidly about his issue with Spike Lee, doubling down on past remarks while stressing that his criticism is rooted in business and not personal dislike. The veteran actor addressed the subject during a recent sit-down with the Art of Dialogue, where he was asked directly about his stance on the celebrated filmmaker. When pressed about Lee, Powell immediately clarified that he had no intention of walking back earlier comment. I am not going to comment about Spike Lee. I say what I say and I stand by what I say. Go read about it. And a lot of y'all don't have the facts, he say, urging listener to dig deeper before forming an opinion. Okay. According to Powell, his concerns stem from what he viewed as questionable practice when it comes down to working with actors. If you go research and ask some actor the kind of business that he did, you will be able to make a determination for yourself, he continued, while noting that he personally never worked with Lee. Powell say he has a close friend who's affected. Still, Powell made clear that he respects Lee's artistic contribution. I think him and Denzel working together are amazing, he admitted, while underscoring that the problem lies in some of his business practice. The 69-year-old also pushed back against critics who dismiss him as bitter. People talk a lot of stuff and don't do their research. I do my research, and I'm never going to accept a black man doing to us what the man had been doing for the last 70,000 years, he said. Powell pointed to fellow actor Charles Dutton as someone who publicly backs his claim, stating, listen to what Charles Dutton said. He said Clifton Powell wasn't wrong. He know. At the same time, Powell acknowledged he could have handled it differently. Okay? I was just playing around. I was in the studio. I was playing around making a joke, and then it went viral. But I don't respect his business policy, he said. I should have called him and told him that I should have saw him out and pull him aside, so I learned something from that. The veteran, used the interview to highlight the broader needed for solidarity among black creative. Black folks, do your research before you comment and condemn somebody. We got to do better. than the man to each other, he explained. He also praised Tyler Perry as an example of resilience and preservation. Tyler Perry used to live in his truck and be in his car and being homeless. I don't know how much you can. I mean, I heard stuff. I have never had a negative thing. I have met Tyler. I have never heard a negative thing. I have met Tyler. I can't vouch for anything he has or has not done, but I know he used to be homeless. I have been homeless, so I know how that feels. So what he's doing is this, folks. He's speaking from experience, and like he say, he never dealt business with Spike, but he knows so many others, people that's in the industry that's his friend. And right now is, guess what? Spike probably try to pay him nickel on a dollar, probably even penny on a dollar. And you know what? Right now is, don't pad your pocket, and you got everybody else taking care of you and you're not looking out for them. We all got to eat. So only thing he's trying to say is right now, hopefully Spike have changed his ways and treating his actors, or people that's working with him fairly. Hey, hit the like button, subscribe, share, support. I am the real Brian Glaze Gibbs. If I can change, anybody can change. Shout out to Clifton Powell. Shout out to Art of Dialogue. Bingo. Keeping it real.
Himself with probably the most ruthless and notorious cocaine crack enterprise in the city. That being Howard Happy Mason and Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols.
NYPD rookie police officer was murdered, executioner style. And as I'm listening to that, I'm like, whoa.
You actually dealt with Brian Glaze Gibbs, huh?
I dealt with him years ago, back in the 80s, early 90s. I was where he was arrested by my partner back in those days for several murders himself.
Not bad. I was given to me by a police officer in New York called Matt Byrne, whose son was gunned down by these drug dealers up there in New York City.
Glaze was probably within the top 10 people in the city, but I'm going to say that he was probably one of the top 2 or 3 in Brooklyn. Drug dealers, and controlled the drug organization.
And you know what I did? When I got the phone, I told my man, the next time we see him, he's out of here. Yeah. Less than 12 hours, that nigga was dead.
Is this the second person you murdered?
No.